have seen me during the recruitment process. So I could claim that I'm a regular face over here, at least once a year. So I'm working in the field of verification in BM. So how many of you have some idea, some kind of idea what is verification in BM? Yeah, so 1 in 100. It's a good number. Anyway, so what exactly we do is we verify the RTL or the designs that is written in Verilog. Okay. So here it is hardware description language, that is the RTL it is designed in, and we verify that. Okay, all these things happen in a non-physical way. In the virtual world, all things happen. Now I'll give some idea of what is verification, and I'm going to introduce the UVM methodology and how it is related and all. I'll be talking for next 30 minutes over that. Hopefully this session is going to be interesting enough to hold your attention. Okay, and I hope you will ask many questions. Because if you understand, then you can ask questions. If you don't, then it will be better of mind. Okay. So hopefully this HDMI interconnect works. Communicating. So what is design verification? Whatever you know, just speak out. No?
When we have done verification and we have done a course in media design, and there we have learned about the basics of design. And what would be the range of like the measurements
Okay, there are two aspects of it. Okay, one is physical aspect, one is virtual, as I said. So when we are basically talking about chipsets, okay, so we have as software we have a front end and back end. Okay, so front end for us is the coding, the Verilog coding and verification system Verilog using front end. The back end is basically whatever you design using Tanner and Cadence tools, those colorful lines, okay, wires and all those stuffs. That is the physical design. So when you talk about measurements, you are basically talking about the physical design. Okay. So I'm not in that word, that part. I'm in a different word. Anyway, I'll be talking about that if this thing works. What options you have?
No, is there any other options?
Yeah, there are many options. First of all, if it is functionally correct or not, that you have to check. There are many more aspects of it, but the basic minimum criterion, the functional correctness of it. Now, how many ways you can do it? Okay. First thing is in Verilog itself, you create a test bench. You fire this URI, you get the output, check if it is functionally fine or not, correct or not. Now as the design complexity increases, okay, now you need a lot of flexibility in it. So what is that flexibility? To verify something, there are many conventional ways, many unconventional ways. Okay, to create those kind of things like randomization, okay, creating a different objects during the requirement of creating of a different object during the process of verification. So the object-oriented concept must need it. Okay, and that feature will give you the reusability of the verification environment. Now what is that? Once you design few components, okay, it's class-based, first of all. System Verilog is class-based. Class-based means object-oriented concept comes into picture. That means invariance, polymorphism, all these concepts came into picture. That means you extend something from the base class and create a new class. Okay?
So somebody 5 years back has written some classes with some features. Now the version, let's say PCI 2.0 to PCI 3.0 has come into market. Now I have to build upon something already existing. Once you would have developed your test bench and system will okay, that means class-based. Now what you will have to do, you have to create a wrapper, extend the previous class, create a new class, put your things into it. So we use it. Your 70% of the time is saved. As you have developed in system development. Got your answer?
What are the different versions?
Different versions?
What the companies are pulling? Whether system development or any other options of system?
Okay, in market there are many things. System development is one of them. Cadence has ERM, e-verification methodology. Synopsys has VMM. So what they have done, system development is the language. Okay. Now using system development, and E is a different language, altogether different language. It's an abstract oriented language. System development is an object oriented language. Okay. So using system development, like more and more companies are coming into system development plus UV. Why? Because of this object-oriented concept. Yes, Spectrum E is a very powerful tool. But thing is that simulator, as inherent property, they don't support it. You have to make a different compiler to match it. That is the difference. So more and more companies are coming into system development. I have few slides which shows what kind of language and what kind of methodology are being used. Okay?
So for our student, if we follow the system or not?
Yes, that's why I'm here to encourage you to use system development. Union, one step ahead. That's what we are currently using. System development union to verify something. So what I'm going to talk about is that what we use, where to play.
Your total VLSI flow and final chip. So if you see the final one is the wafer soft package and test. So that is the final packaging part where you get the actual physical things. What is the purpose of this flowchart? Is to show you where we stand in the market, what exactly we do. So from the top, if you see one concept has to come, and that will come into specification. People will put together their thoughts and create a specification. For example, your USB or PCI Express. Okay, so what happens if you use your basically this flash drive, if you put in any system, it's going to work, right? So what they have done so that in any system it works. So all these bright minds of different companies, they sit together, okay, and they define something, and they call it is a specification. Okay, so when it work comes to you, it will come as a specification. So you have to study after you work also. Okay, till end you have to study. That nothing, nobody can take out from you. So once the specification is there in front of you, what you have to do, you have to extract what is the functionality that you have to work upon. So there are two aspects from there. One is design aspect, one is verification aspect. So this is a behavioral description, behavioral synthesis, RTL description. So these three till the logic synthesis. Before logic synthesis and after behavioral description, there are two things. One is design, one is verification. Both you work start parallelly. Okay? So design guys take the same specification, they architect what they are going to design. Okay? Verification guys, they sit together and they have their own top file and architecture. Okay? And they convert and verify the architecture. So this is a repeated process. Yes, design and verification is a repeated process, and finally they come into logic synthesis. The synthesis is the point where admitting from a virtual to real world comes nearer. But still not the actual physical thing, but you get a net list, which is basically again a behavioral gate level description of the whole file. Okay. Now again, verification still stands there and verify your synthesized design with the timing parameter in it. Okay. Before this thing, there was no timing concept. After this, you have to take care all the delays and all gate level delays you have to put together and verify. Then after that, this the second part basically is the backend that I was just talking about. Okay, so the functional verification just before the logic synthesis, that portion we are standing. So we guys do verification for the design. As I said, from the specification, design guys, they have their functional description, and RPN we have our functional verification ways to verify that done. Okay, they club together and we keep on saying that what's wrong in the RPN. Okay, they modify, we test, and this cycle basically is the 70% of the total, the full cycle, whatever you say. Okay, that is the very critical part, because once you miss a bug at that point of time, and once it jumps into the actual physical wafer, then and there is a problem in it, there is a multi-million loss. Now, I guess now the Samsung S7 is taking the phones away, right? It's taking back. Maybe the case is different. But the thing is that some bug has jumped into that. Now company has to take all the things in, modify it, and send it. So multi-million loss is there. So this verification part, functional verification part is very, very important. I will show some statistics also. So this is verification. So more or less what is verification I have already talked about. And also this 70% time thing also I talked about. Okay, I have this slide, Verilog system Verilog in UVM. So we have already talked about something about the Verilog and system Verilog. So Verilog is a model based, right? Your design is a model, your verification environment is going to be a model. You connect them and verify it. Now it's not flexible enough, not reusable, etc. So we came up with system Verilog with the hooks concept in it. Now we have interface and different object-oriented stuff, that object should be created, runtime and all those things. And we have reusability come into picture. Now something called UVM. It's a methodology or way of doing things in system Verilog. Okay. So what they have done, they said that using system Verilog, each individual has his own design. Okay. So finally what happens is everything merged and a SOC happens. System on chip. At that time, my model is not going to work with his model is not going to work with her model. Okay? So all the effort are gone into it. So what they have done, they have this universal verification methodology where they have created predefined libraries. Okay? You want an object, you want a component, you extend from the library. They call it library. Okay? They have something predefined, they kept it there. You want to use a component, a driver, and a sequencer, all those things. You just extend from there, use it. So what happens is that if tomorrow again a SOC kind of thing happens, then when I merge all of them, I would be standing in the same level for all of the three. Just I have to think, how do I integrate? Okay, that's the only challenge for me. That's why UVM. So my main motto was UVM, but looking at the audience, I will be talking more about the verification things rather than UVM. But I will try to club everything. So there is a function called write, there is a function called read. So sequence basically, I'll just give a name like write and read function. That's a sequence. Now that sequence is fed to sequencer, which will take similar kind of sequences, and sequencer will throw that to driver. Now driver is the guy who understands the low level, signal level transactions. So that guy will take the sequencer of information on backend and drive it according to the DUT level signals from the bus, takes the input from this side, takes the output from that side, and just club it and just show it to the customer. Okay, this is the input, this is the output. And scoreboard is something it's not mentioned yet. Okay, scoreboard and checker taking the input from monitor and says protocol wise if it is correct or not. Okay, that's the whole story quickly, and that is how things are, and that's what we work day in, day out. Okay. Here is a bit clearer picture. It talks about the UVM mostly. So UVM has its top level environment and agent, sequencer, driver, monitor, that. So this is the whole top level architecture what we basically work in. In between, any questions? You can ask any questions because I see a lot of faces blank. Eyes are red. Yawning. So better we interact. Okay. I should be talking more about verification rather than the UVM, right? That's good enough. I don't have, but it seems I may not be because I haven't copied those files here. So what to do? Okay, you have to add something, so you have it output. So A plus B equal to C, that sort of thing. So in this environment, what we are going to do is we have to randomize these inputs A and B, and we have to see what is the output which will be get. Okay. So we randomize A, B, and A, B and B will depend on 1 to 10, let's say. You can see all the randomized value, how it's adding up and what output it gives. So that's how we are going to do with the whole environment. And the sequencer and driver and monitors, these are the components. Few of them will generate these things, few of them will check. The generation part will go to the sequencers. Okay. The sequencers basically will randomize the inputs A and B. Sequencer will collect them and send it to driver, and those will go to the DUT, and output will give like 5 plus 6. So for the level result, that's what simplified thing I could say. So better we'll talk something. You guys can ask anything. I'll be happy to answer. Basically, VIP is the thing which we work upon.
No, okay. Like you customize for different clients, or like you have a general case like Cadence and
Okay. Cadence and Synopsys, these guys basically buy VIPs from different smaller companies and they brand it theirs. Anyway, yes, we have verification IP for PCI Express, SATA, USB for all the versions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now I'm currently working PCI 3.2. 3.2 and 4.4. This spec is under process. So it's been the initial, yes, Gen 4 has already out, whatever the version of spec is available. Okay. So you are talking about reusability, right? Okay. So there are many portions, mainly the PHY. PHY is common between all SATA, USB,
only control part is different.
Okay, this part is more or less same.
Okay.
For example, here we are using 128, 130-bit encoding. There you might be using something else. Okay, so you just have to do another module which basically does this encryption, this thing. You have to add here. So that's what we are doing currently, and most of the things they are reusable in the sense as we have object-oriented concept. I said some basic all are designed such a way that your base things could be extended and put something else. So that's how the reusability is. 97%, and that's how we're satisfied with the code coverage of course. So functional coverage is the and code coverage are the matrices, now checkers and everything coming into picture.
So that is the sign of criteria. Yeah, people, you guys are hungry? Exposure is more and more as I see and I see doing great in real estate. Okay, people know what is this thing. Maybe first year guys, but I know other colleges who are just blacked out.
Yeah.
They don't know even such thing exists, and it's all software. We are in a far better place, and people should appreciate that. Because once you are out of the college, then you see the real world, and when the challenges come, then you appreciate the older things. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Please.
Sir, some processor like chipset have heating problems, so like MediaTek is good 10x. So why the heating problem from?
What problem?
Heating problem.
Heating problem.
Yes.
It's the amount of work you give it to a person, right? A processor is meant to do many parallel processes.
So, but same work is given to Snapdragon 810, then that's heat not a problem.
It's the architecture what matters.
That's why they are charging more.
It's the design and I talked about when a specification comes, the goes to design team and the verification team. Is the initial architecture, the top architect will do. Okay. Now they have many aspects of it. Okay. So that's how to explain it. So only difference is how you architect things. Now till now, Apple with the 512 MB RAM, it was having the same amount of work done with a 3 GB RAM. Can you imagine? So what is the difference? Difference is the architecture, how processors are handled, in what manner, so that the output is maximized. That's what the work of engineers, designers. Okay, so that is the reason. Since the architecture is not proper, when maybe for 10 processes it's fine, but when you put 100 processes and parallel it has to process many a thing. Okay, now this problem all due to two things. One is how it is architecture. Second thing is those are physical things. More or less you can do much. Okay, so when you do physical design, you have constraint of physical limitations, right? Yes, that you can also control through architecture of backend, but that is limited. But the initial architecture is the main thing. So that's why that much of R&D, if they will put, they will come out with a product, it charges more. Now if Amcare will come, they do the reverse processing, and just send you in 2,000 bucks. That's a different of course will buy the Chinese and the big thing will happen. Okay. So that's how all these Chinese Indian companies mobile phones are very cheap. Mostly why? Because they do the reverse processing and all the R&D work of the actual guy who was designed it. That cost they don't have to incur. Okay. So you get mobile very cheap and multi. It's more or less similar to what iPhone does. Okay. But they can't match the quality in the long run. Okay. Since mobile we expect it to change every 2 years, so it doesn't matter to you, you can buy the cheaper mobiles. But you try to buy the branded mobile because ultimately what we are working in, okay, that cheap will go to a branded company and they will pay us. So you should buy something which is not reverse engineered at least, so that I can feed myself. Yeah, any more question? Yes, go ahead.
I hear that the Chinese mobiles are taking the EMI numbers, IMEI numbers. So I hear that some routes means Some of the branded phones will be, they will recover the EMEI numbers in the Chinese mobile. Is that true?
I'm not in those areas. It's more of a security thing that's out of my knowledge. You can research more. Google is there. You can do it. Yeah, somebody else was there in the back.
So how is the Verilog architecture different from that of UVM test benches?
It's not Verilog architecture. Verilog is the way of architecture is something. Verilog is the way through which you design. Now, as I should have shown. So what you can overall see is the architecture. Okay, not exactly that. I'm trying to explain. Okay. Now, my architecture is that I thought that if I'm going to drive something through a sequencer to driver to that, now I should have a monitor. What it will do? It will sit there and see what I am driving. Okay. Now I thought that and architect this way. Okay. It would have been my choice not to have that monitor itself. So it's not the matter of Verilog or system Verilog. This architecture is your own thinking. Okay. How you should design a block. Now to write that particular block, you use Verilog or system Verilog. Okay. Now come to the what you can do using system Verilog and UVM. Okay, you can do more of the same thing because your ultimate goal is for verification. So you write a module for verifying another module. Okay, module is a static thing. Static means once module is there, module is there. You cannot have another module with the same thing or you cannot extend that anything. Okay, so things are limited. You could work within this range only. That's what Verilog is. System Verilog one step ahead. What it does, it gives multiple aspects of inheritance, polymorphism, like you can define a function, okay, which is abstract in nature, which does nothing. Now when you actually use in test case, you define it here, the body of it. Okay, that flexibility is given. So that whatever your requirement in the test, you can put that and use that, the abstract class. Okay, so when for example, to give you more example, let's say I'm creating some packets, packet A, B, C, D. Okay, I created and drive it to that. Now I have to verify, so I have to create some error and do some error injection so that I'll check if that behaves, how the that behaves. Okay. So I want that once the packet is driven through the bus, it is corrupted. Now this abstract class will help me, but it will give me a hook there. Okay. So whatever packets are coming, it will go through that check. So that abstract class is a check gate. Now in the test case, I will say in the check gate, okay, hold that packet and take that out. So A, B, C, D, it holds B and take it out. So A, C, D comes into picture, comes into that. Okay, those kind of flexibility is very long, you can't. In system Verilog you can do, in UVM you can do in a far better way and flexible. This is the basic difference. Okay, architecture is a different aspect. It doesn't, nothing to do with man-made or anything. It's the way thought how, let's say you are building a building, let's say this particular building you are, so it's up to you how you build it, what color you give it. Now how the color has to be given, that's the job of that guy who is painting that, right? So that's the job. But design comes from here, right? That's why designers, architects are paid very high amount. Good. Okay, we are doing architecture but in a smaller. Okay. Got it? Any more questions?